Hello, hello. Good morning. There we go. Good morning and welcome to Wednesday, the 17th of December. It is already getting hot here in Sydney. Oh my God, I'm not looking forward to it. It looks like a gorgeous day, but Beck was saying it's going to be like 36 today. I don't know how I'm gonna go with today. I'm already starting to melt. All right. So we have a couple of actually, you know what? I'll just wait to see whether the whole screen is different. Don't know why. Um, oh, there we go. Just changed it a bit. All right, let's see whether Facebook is going to work. You know what? It does clarify whether it's Facebook because I'm not at home. So there we go. Let's just keep going. All right. So in the words today, what are you going to do about that? All right, so we are heading into this massive new moon on Saturday at 12:41 at lunchtime. Now, normally we go into a new moon and it's a quiet, dark space. Not this one. Not this one at all. So now the moon is still currently in Scorpio, which is a quiet, dark place. And yesterday it was much more somber. Today it's a bit more like we've hit the bounce and we're coming back up again. All right, so maybe the oh, okay, sorry, message. Maybe I can't get you. Sorry, I've got to. All right, maybe the darkness has calmed down. Oh my God, all weird things are happening. The door just shut on its own. All right, blah 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 blah. Let's start again. All right, it looks like it's not working, and I'm going to come here, and there's Alicia and Kathy. Good morning. How are you both? All right, come back to center, Bridget. Come back to center. All right, what are you going to do about that? So we've had that dark moon yesterday, or the Scorpio moon yesterday. Now Lilith, I've put Lilith back in for today. So I wonder whether you've got to the point where you're ready to do something, you're ready to say something, you're ready to actually actively engage in changing the situation. Now, the rest of the words. Einstein said, the true definition of madness is repeating the same action over and over again and hoping for a different result. All right, so this is where healing comes in. Now, today we have got the moon trine Jupiter at 2 p.m. Okay, then we've got, at 1 p.m., we've got the moon in Scorpio in conjunct Chiron. All right, so again, with the awareness that something must change, that, okay, if I keep doing that, if I keep poking the sharp thing, I'm going to keep getting cut. All right. So maybe that sharp thing is a person or a situation, and you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Don't touch. All right. Um, so I'm sorry. There are so many distractions going on. All right. So what adjustments need to be made? Because right now we are walking into an uncharted path. And it's like our books when we were kids, guys, the choose your own adventure. So Mercury today is out of shadow, all right? So it went into retrograde at 6 degrees of Sagittarius, and it is now at 6 degrees of Sagittarius. So it's been quite a few weeks. Oh my God, I didn't check. It might have been like the first week of November that Mercury moved past this point. So anyway, so it's been a while, all right? So but let's say 6 weeks. From this point onwards, like all of the learning that you did during that Mercury Sagittarius Scorpio retrograde, from this point forward, after yesterday, you're like, all right, I get to choose now. All right, so you can either say the thing, you can engage and say what needs to be said, or you can choose that you're not going to say anything at all. So it's up to you. Choose your own adventure. There is no judgment, there's no shame, there's no blame. It is a decision based on what is good for you. All right? So again, don't keep doing the same thing over and over again because, it's just not going to be helpful for you at all. All right, let's choose. Let's go and see who's. Good morning, Simone. Good morning, Susan. Hello, Deborah. How are you? All right, so now another one that's happening today, excuse me, the sun is square Saturn at 3 p.m. All right, so we've been trudging along, making plans. You know, the square to Saturn is in Pisces in our subconscious. Again, here's another decision making aspect where you are going to choose the tension, choose the fight. I think we've even said that a couple of times lately. Choose what fight you're willing to engage in. All right, if it's not worth your time, your energy, your peace, don't do it. Again, if you're going to do the same thing over and over again, what's that? More fool you, more fool me. Oh, okay, all right. I'm sorry, my appointment just got cancelled. All right. I swear to God, I actually got a really good sleep last night. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Louise. Tough choice. Well, again, what are you going to do different, Karen? You know, you've done this up till now. Try something different. You know, even if you're pushing out of that comfort zone. Remember, Uranus is in Taurus, all right? Retrograde still. Now, that Uranus in Taurus, which is coming up to oppose the moon is actually coming up to oppose Uranus. I think that's going to be like after 10 o'clock tonight. But that's perfect because Uranus in Taurus is making you uncomfortable so that you know like what are your Taurian values: comfort, security, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You know, are you do you have enough money? Do you have enough food? Do you have enough warmth? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have people that support you? You know, do you feel like you belong in somewhere? You know what I mean? So like these are those human needs. All right, so this moon in Scorpio conjunct Lilith is probably, you know, giving you those points where you're like, oh, this doesn't feel good. All right, so we're not doing it anymore. We're just not doing it anymore. Boundaries, all right? We have the language now, guys. All right, for those of you that are in my age bracket, born in the 70s, you know, we've only had the language to express our feelings and what's going on inside us for, say, the last maybe 5, 6, 7 years. All right. And I'm not saying that it wasn't available to us, but it was only available through, you know, like going to psychiatrists and psychologists because this is an emerging awareness. All right. Our kids and our grandkids are the ones that are going to be able to help us more. Or, like I said, you know, we've only had this language for a couple of years, and now we're able to articulate and put actual boundaries up against behaviors that we can see now because you know, like there's that whole reticular activating system. All right. If you don't know it exists, you can't see it. All right. And then you're like, okay, I'm in a process of healing. All right. So your RAS goes, okay, we are healing. It's the blue car thing, you know. So when we know what hurts us, we can see those flags flying so we can avoid that thing that hurts us. That wasn't the greatest analogy, but it's the only one that came to my head right now. So there you go. All right, let's draw a card because I'm a little bit scattered this morning. Too many dings at the beginning of my life. All right. Is there anything else? Mercury's not doing anything today. Not that it's not doing anything. It's in Sagittarius, which is it. Oh, this is actually making sense. Which is its detriment. All right. So because it's got so many things happening, all right, it's not making any grounding connections to anything else. It's not talking to anything else. It's just doing its thing. And as you saw from the beginning of this, there's like doors shutting, phones ringing, devices dinging, like so many distractions. Mercury's like, what the hell is going on? Again, though, it is now out of shadow. Okay, so now big deep breath. Parasympathetic nervous system turned on. Calm yourself. Focus, because especially if you feel that rise, pay attention and it takes 3 deep breaths, guys, to come back to center. All right. But it also takes the awareness to know that you're frazzled, to do the things to bring you back. All right. I really like the card that I just saw on the bottom of the pack. Give me that card. That would be amazing. It's not. Anyway, it is. When you feel the magic sing, card number 6. To me, that looks like a, a whale doing a fluff that is musical. But anyway, I guess it's singing its song. Just looks like it's not. All right, where's my glasses? Where's my glasses? Sorry, guys. Okay. When you feel the magic sing, the aha moment, on the right track, hope is real and you are being cared for. Your partnership with spirit is true and you are not alone. You are being used for a higher purpose. Oh, I love that. I love that. I'll talk a little bit more about the new moon when I finished. Ah, that moment when the light bulb in your mind goes on, your heart goes ding, and time stands still. Suddenly, a bright light reveals something that was hidden, something that you have been looking for but didn't know it. When you feel the magic sing, you know your connection to Source, the love of the universe. In that one timeless moment, you realize that time can stretch beyond what you ever thought possible, and you're given an expanded view and a second chance. More of you is available for whatever it is that you need to experience. This is access to more than before, and likely you're not going to know how any of this happened. Now is the time to remember a moment like this in your life and be ready for it to happen again. Perhaps this reflects your current experience. Regardless, you're about to enter a time of harmony where you'll be certain of your alignment with the highest good for all. It's a beautiful feeling to know blah 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 blah. Sorry. It's a beautiful feeling to know that your note in the symphony of life is pure and true. Use this moment wisely and be conscious of distraction. So when you feel the magic sing and your intuition pings, this is a time to receive, expand, and rejoice. Okay. Oh, not that one. I love that. All right. Let me just click the button. Good morning, Sally. So yeah, all right. So maybe this is, I've been talking about the not repeating the same action over again, adjustments being made, new paths being walked, uncharted territory, you choosing your own adventure. And, with that card, it's like, allowing that intuition to be the ding that you follow. Of course, you saw the beginning of this where there was too many dings and you get distracted because Mercury is in detriment and not talking to anyone, so you can easily fly off. But come back to center and feel the ding that resonates the best. Or, like what is the one that makes you feel calm and centered, remembering that moon in Scorpio that is in that deep dark place next to Lilith, which maybe gives you a little bit of feminine rage. Oh, that was interesting. All right, so maybe you are feeling deeply, and maybe that anger comes up because we do have that moon Lilith trine Saturn, trine Jupiter. All right, so they're forming a grand trine. So this could be ancestral wisdom or things that you know from family. Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. Both of the moon and Jupiter talking to Saturn in Pisces, conjunct Neptune. All right, so there may be some illusions or delusions or untruths that you have built your life foundation on that you are identifying and choosing to do differently. Again, I don't feel like it's a type of day where I would be saying you need to talk to that person. I think just the decision that you are choosing a different path is enough for yourself. Again, choose your battles wisely. If you don't need to, don't. All right? You've done the same thing over and over again. It hasn't got you anywhere, so don't do it anymore. All right? Choose your note. You being okay with yourself. Your resonance being clear with clarity. All right? Scorpio offers a lot of clarity because when you, like yesterday I was saying that you can only see the stars from a dark place. All right, so maybe have a look around and a look up and see how you're feeling and what actually resonates authentically, especially with that Uranus in Taurus. All right. Oh, yay. Oh, excellent. I love that, Deb. Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you? All right, I did just want to note on to the end of this that over the next couple of days, all right, so the moon doesn't move into Sagittarius, which is the sign of the new moon. All right, it moves into Sagittarius tomorrow morning. Now, the new moon's not until lunchtime Saturday, but when it's in the same sign, you're going to be getting these influences coming through. All right, Sagittarius. So we've got higher awareness, spirituality, education, overseas travel, adventure, the judicial system, stuff like that. So there's fairness, justice, wisdom, knowledge, gnosis. All right. So now this new moon is restless. All right. It is not a quiet, dark place. All right. It is at 28 degrees Sagittarius, and the galactic center is 27 degrees of Sagittarius. So there, like, I'm not going to be all like, it's a portal, but the new moon, which plants seeds of intention for our future, is conjunct the galactic center. All right. Now, it is also directly in conjunct Uranus in Taurus. All right. So the new moon is in conjunct Uranus. All right. So this new moon that is allowing us to have new visions of our potential for the future, and follow that authentic spiritual feeling. All right. And Uranus is like got the cattle prod, making you make adjustments. All right. So all I'm saying with that, bringing that in, is that be prepared for the next couple of days to feel this restless, excited energy. All right. You could be also getting tired because there is so much energetic force on us. Again, the actual cosmic weather, like the solar system's weather, the influences that are being put on Earth right now are heightened because of the solar flare activity. We've got amazing amounts of solar flares, X-class flares. It's highly charged solar winds hitting the Earth's magnetosphere. So there's just a lot happening. So reinforce yourself, whether you're drinking lots of water, eating root vegetables, getting your feet on the ground, paying attention to your mental state, and just acting accordingly, okay? Because your life is in your hands, and you are all wise people that pay attention to yourselves, all right? So yeah, that's a bit of a long one for me now. So I will let you go, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So have a good day, and yeah, I'm only around until maybe 10:30. So if anybody wants to chat, then just reach out, and yeah. Mwah.